everybody, Tylene Caffrey, proudly serving Roosevelt and Curry County in the land of enchantment right here in Clovis, New Mexico. Hope y'all are having a great day. Okay, I had to be a little silly. It's the first day and I've been in Zoom classes all day with my first day of school. And this thing doesn't even work right now. But if I was doing a radio show, I would use my mic. But anyway, hope y'all are having a great one. This is my intro for our pedagogy course. Hi, Dr. Patton, and hi, classmates. It's my quarantine brain getting a little squirrely. So a little bit about my background. Where did I go to school? I am a proud gorilla from Pittsburg State University in Pittsburg, Kansas. And my master's degree, Southern Miss to the top, the Eagles in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I was a school by convenience, not of choice necessarily. We were stationed there. And if you guys aren't familiar with USM, it is AKA Brett Favre University, where we actually went to church with him. So anyway, those are where I went to school. I received both my bachelor's and master's in social work, and I also received a secondary bachelor's in music, and I have a certification in nonprofit management. Did I take any courses online? I actually haven't taken any courses in my master's or my undergraduate degree. I didn't take an online course until here at OLU with my PhD. However, I teach online classes. I teach although our program is not an accredited online BSW program, all of our courses are available. So every semester for the past 5 years, I've taught an online class, or hybrid, being students can be in the classroom and or on like a distant education. So we used Collaborate or MediaSite. So I can be in the classroom teaching with students in the class. That lecture is recorded, and I can also have students live on another media format. For the last 2 years, we've been using Zoom. So now with COVID and everybody going to Zoom, it's kind of, or a lot of folks anyway, it hasn't been much of a change for our program. A little bit about the positivity. Again, although I haven't had the classes myself until here at OLU, what I do find is that there is a lot of convenience. Most of you know that one of my research areas is online education, specifically for social workers. So I do look at online pedagogy or andragogy, which at our school we talk a lot about andragogy versus pedagogy. But a lot of the students that we have in New Mexico are very, very rural, and so this allows students to be able to attend class without being on campus and moving. We do, for the most part, tend to have a lot of non-traditional students, so this allows them to continue to be in class, continue to be at work and having their caregiving duties, so families, parents, or children, it does that. Positive experience for OLU, I think, since this is my first online on the other side of it, is really the experience of having you guys as my classmates. I would say in comparison to the classes that I teach at ENMU that our cohort is very close and we have lots of conversations. I find that a lot of my students in my courses don't really connect, and so I really try to do a lot about bringing the online community into our into my classroom to ensure that the students are being connected and staying connected, not just to the classroom but to the university as a whole. Some impressions that I have with online education in general. I know most of you are pretty familiar with my research area, but although there can be some great aspects, and I think personally, I think it is the instructor who's teaching. We often, and I think right now, this is really kind of the limelight, is that we have a lot of teachers who are familiar with technology and familiar with how to run an online course. But what we find is that teachers who are struggling, either A, they struggle with technology, or B, they've just never done it before, and it really affects the students. One of the things that I really challenge myself in my course is I find that many students, including myself, are very kinesthetic learners. So one of the things that I do is in every single class, I try to implement like all three learning styles. So I do lecture, of course that's the oral part. I do some sort of class activity, whether it be kind of in mini groups, or we just have a discussion, or we do a little breakout activity, or just a fun activity. That really kind of hones into my kinesthetic learners. And then of course visual, I have PowerPoints and I bring in YouTube videos or other videos that I incorporate. Usually it's a lot of fun stuff. So I'm talking about social functionalism theory, and I have the movie Inside Out, or conflict theory, and I show a little clip of Mean Girls, throw in some Big Bang or Friends. And I just find that students with all three of those methods, I can at least hit all students and all their learning styles. And what do I look forward to most is, I think for me is always the challenge is I really see students from a different perspective than what we are really looking at for online learning. Is that we have come so far with online learning, but there's still an area of students where we're continuing to miss. And this is happening with our underprivileged, our underrepresented, our underprepared, and our first generation students. They really are struggling in online learning. They don't have, or they're not equipped with the tools. They don't come into the university with the same tools that other students that not in those categories. And then even more specifically is we are really challenged in social work because we are in a field that's quintessential to face-to-face conversation. And so we're seeing this in the field right now with COVID, is that a lot of social workers are really struggling with trying to provide case management to families and children in the home while they're in an online format. And I think even telehealth is really being challenged right now. It has already come so far, but I think when we look at how students learn and how social workers learn and what we provide into the field, is that we really ultimately, there's a lot of people that can really do this and excel, and then there's a lot of students who are really challenged because they don't have the tools in their toolbox. So I'm hoping to gain more tools to put in my toolbox, that I can maybe not see my glass half empty versus half full. So I hope to see everybody soon. I miss you guys. I need face to face. See, maybe that's it. I'm a social person, so I need you. So with all that, I hope to talk to you all soon. Bye.